Okay, I'm gonna do one last one. This is well, for this week, I'm gonna do one last one. I'm gonna walk through how to do site. So we can take our site plan here. This is its uh, first sheet in that PDF with it has all these little cool contour lines and how we deal with all that stuff and how we make that happen. Uh, and here's our model. The first thing I'm going to do in my model is go into Edit, View, 3D View Options, Window Settings, and I'm going to turn the contours on to, Best, like that. Now I can start to see lines and I can see what's intersecting with what and how all this stuff happens. And when I navigate through here, I can kind of get a better sense of the space when I'm in here. Get all these contours going on. So I want to build the site in here, right? The site itself. And then the other thing I want to do eventually is get rid of these guys, but for now let's just work with this. So I'm going to go down to F2. I'm going to go down to the lower level like this. And I'm going to place this PDF in here so I can draw over the top of it. It's going to get a little funky, so hold on with me. Place external drawing right there. I'm going to go to the desktop, and this should be at the top. Forsyth Residence, wherever you've got it saved. And this will give me pages that I want to set, and I just want to place the first page. I'll place it right smack in the middle right there, like that. And there it is. So it's, obviously going to slow things down for a little while, but obviously it's a little bit off. So you can see right here, this is 42.00. That's 42 feet. So what I'm going to do is draw a line and try to be as exact as I can. Kind of freewheeling right here. And I'm going to go up. To this point right here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to see how this is a little off. I'm going to do it straight up so that it's perfectly straight like that, because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like that. So now I want to select the PDF and the line, and then I want to come up here to this little guy right here. It says resize, and I want to define it graphically. I hit OK. Then I'm going to click the 2 points of the line, this point, and you can see now it's starting to resize it. If I zoom out, you can see it start to resize. So all I need to do now is hit the tab key, and type in 42 feet, because I know that's what that one is. And now that's resized exactly to where it needs to be, except that it needs to be rotated and some stuff. So to rotate that, I can go up to the rotate tools, or I can hit Control E. I'm going to go right from the center point, click in the center, click out on the x-axis, click on the x-axis again, like that. And then I want to move, Control D, so that this corner aligns with that corner, right? So move try to get zoomed in there so it's pretty accurate. That corner. To that corner. Earthwork is a very, very unprecise act, so don't worry about these being perfectly perfect. Just try to get it perfect instead of perfectly perfect. Just perfect. Perfect is perfect as far as I'm concerned. And I'm sure none of that makes any sense to anybody, but that's okay. Okay, so there we go. We're in good shape. So now what I'm going to do is draw a site. So I'm going to draw a mesh. So it's this mesh tool right here. And I'm going to do the mesh tool starting from this point right here. Whoop, I got to show the layer because this is going to be on the site layer, right? So I'm going to show that layer. And then I think the other dimension of the site is 151.35. 151.35. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna type in 151.35 feet and 42 feet. There's my site. Now I'm going to use this spline tool down here, and I'm going to draw on top of the site where the spline lines are. And I want to make sure I've got this geometry method set so you can see how it sort of makes these little splines for me. And I'm just doing these lines so that they run over you know, I'm not being extremely precise, and I'm just making sure that they go past that site that I just drew. And I'll show you why in a minute. See, I'm just not concerning myself with laser accuracy. Come on, PDF. PDFs are the bane. You know, then there's some stuff over here. I'm just sort of approximating these lines. Not in any way am I doing these totally dead-on accurate. So then I've got that. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this on like the demo layer or something. Let me put it on the model layer. Notes demolition. Let's do that. So that it's just out of the way. Okay, delete this line. I don't need that line anymore. So now what I can do is have my mesh tool active, shift, select the mesh, and then I can use my magic wand and hover over one of these lines. And it'll say fit to user ridges, and I'll say OK. Do it again. OK. Again. OK. Again. Yep. You betcha. Roger that. Bob your uncle. Tierra del Fuego. Hasta la vista. Okay. Then I can delete these spline lines. I don't need these anymore. I just use them as guidelines to create nodes inside of my mesh. So there's my contours. Now I just need to set the heights of things. So if I go, I'm going to do it this way because it's a little faster. It looks like each of these goes down is 877, 876. So they each go down a foot from the top. It goes down a foot for each one. So what I'm going to do is go from this way up, because this will be the lowest, right? So what I'm going to do is do that. So see what I did was I shift and I click on the line in the mesh, and it selects those nodes. So now if I click on this, I can go to Z, and I can set that to 1 foot. Z. 2 feet. Now I did something wrong here. I want to make sure that I apply to all. So I'm going to select this again. 1 foot, apply to all. This will be 3 feet. Four feet. Deselect. Select line, select the node, Z, 5 feet, deselect, select the node, Z, 6 feet, deselect, select, node, 7 feet, deselect, node, Z, 8 feet. This is where I start to lose track of which foot I'm on. Oop, do that. Do that. 9 feet. That should be it, right? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Okay. So let's just take a gander at this in 3D and see how blown our minds get. So yeah, we got the corners, right? The corners are off. We're doing okay, but the corners are off. So what I can do here is I can select my node, select the mesh, excuse me, go on this check mark right there, Z, and if I hold down the shift key, I can snap to that point. Take this guy, snap to that point. Oh, all right, back to where I started. And then this guy, snap to that point. And there is my mesh. And it should work out. Oh boy, come on. To be pretty close to that garage threshold, shouldn't it? Look how good I am. So there it is. So let me take a look and see how I did. Let's just quick look at elevations and see how this went. Oh, I got floors on the wrong level, on the wrong layer. I gotta fix that. But it looks like my terrain is in there. So let me just hit the F3 here. Select my slab that I screwed up, and these need to be on the building elements new. See what I'm doing? The slab tool is active, then I can select this stuff. Some of you already did this, I just didn't do that before. Let's put on turn on the site. There I am. So, give it a shot, ask questions, laters.